I am a terrible procrastinator. Okay, so the reason I want to do this is two things. One, I need to, because I was doing a lot of TikTok back in COVID and it was working and I don't know why I stopped. So I want to get back into it, and I want to do YouTube especially, because having seen, you know, with Casey's stuff, I was like, it's not scripted. So you can make videos without scripting. I was like, huh. I was like, it's super easy.
You just need good editing.
Yeah, well, it was funny though, because, so, I mean, I make his YouTube videos, yeah. And so I'm spending this time, before you came on board, I'm spending this time shooting and editing. Yeah. I was shooting and editing his videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, he's got this many videos up, he's already got, you know, this, he's already got that, he's close to getting monetized, and I was like, well, of course he does. I was like, because he's got a videographer and an editor. He hired a videographer and editor. Of course he can do it. And then I realized I'm the videographer and editor he's using. I was like, I'm the one that's doing it. I was like, hold on. I'm literally doing what I thought I couldn't do right now. I'm not doing it on my own channel. And so I was like, huh, all right, yeah. Because, you know, it crossed my mind. I was like, man, if I had his videographer and editor, I could do this. And I was like, wait a minute, that's me. I was like, hold on. I'm literally
small brain.
Like, that's like a chef in a restaurant being like, man, I wish I could cook like this at home.
Yeah, no, literally.
And that's why when you said I challenged you to do a video a week, and I was like, oh gosh. I was like, because now if I say yes, I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
Because like it's on camera, like it's recorded.
Here we go. Okay, how about this? One video a week. Each of us, like one video a week. All right. Okay.
We'll do one video a week.
And
that's the only thing that sucks about you recording everything, is that you can always pull something I said, and I'm like, dang it, I did say that.
I mean, that's part of why I did it too. Is like, if you say yes, then we're equally accountable to making sure that we're committed to doing it. So, you know, it's a double whammy. But exactly what you realized is something that I realized too. I had a friend in high school who started his YouTube channel a little in the middle of last year.
Okay.
And then he had 0 subscribers, and then he accelerated to like 1,200 in a couple months. And here I am at like 200 something. I'm like, what happened? What's the difference? Our personalities are equally magnetic to people, so what makes it different? And it's because he posted weekly. At least he posted weekly, and all the content was fairly decent. And so what's stopping me is just me.
Exactly.
Yeah. The moment that you mentioned wanting to do YouTube again, I was like, that's it. I'm gonna dare you to do a video a week.
You been crazy busy?
Very busy, dude. I ran out of cups, dude. I literally just ran out of hot cups.
You ran out of cups?
Yeah, I think I had about 400 cups. That
oh my gosh.
400 cups that we blew through.
Holy crap. See if you've been through this this whole thing before.
Yeah.
You get the urge to create, and you start creating, and then you stop because you're like, oh, it's not good enough. So then you go into this cycle of, let's get more gear.
Yeah.
And
if I get more gear, I'll get better somehow, right?
Yeah, and then like you get into this rut of like, oh, shipping is gonna take 3 days, so in 3 days I'm gonna be great.
I almost did that.
Yeah.
I almost did that when I ordered it was my first light ever for like a really big paid gig, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't come in on time. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to make this video without this light. I was like freaking out, just starting, and I was like, how am I gonna do this? It's like, whatever, you just gotta like get past those like negative connotations in your mind that I can't do it. Just trust your gut, know how to use your gear, work your light, and it went out really well. Just opened up some windows, had some bounce cards, bounce a light, and it still came out great. It's just a matter of like using what you know, right?
Yeah.
Put everything into practice and you'll be all right.
Okay, scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at procrastinating?
20.
You've got more videos up than I do.
That's why I'm good. No, but seriously, it gets bad. That's what I'm saying, is that it doesn't matter how much I get to put out. It's relative to me as a person and how I would assess myself. I don't generally assess my procrastination or my skills or anything that has to do with me, generally speaking, unless it's pretty objectively comparable to other people. Aside from just my own perspective of what I think I could do versus what I am actually doing. So, respective to what I know my capacity could be, the amount of free time that I have, my skill set, how efficient I am at working, the ideas that I have written down that's just listed for me to take, I know that I'm procrastinating by a lot. But the thing is, to other people, they think that I am doing well and that I'm being really productive. And sometimes I do feel that way, and generally speaking, it does come across that way because I get a lot of things out. People see that I am working, I post about it a lot of the time, talk to people, and I say I'm a little bit busy today, that's why I'm replying slow, and all that. But at the same time, I know that I could be doing so much more. And it's that, first of all, just getting started is the number one thing, but another thing is just being able to go into that focus mode. Because I could get started doing something begrudgingly, just like, I don't want to do this,
Yeah, you
but I
force
kind of
yourself through it.
have to. Yeah, or one way or another, something forces me to get to that point, and then I start doing it. And it's like when you read, and you read really fast, but none of the words are registering in your head. So you understand that you're saying the barn is red, but you're not actually picturing a red barn.
Yeah.
That kind of thing with work happens to me a lot too. So I think that's one of those things that is kind of a gap or a stopgap for me where it's like, I got started,
Yeah.
but it feels like I'm not really doing anything.
So I wanted to get other people's opinion on procrastination because it's something that affects all of us, but we all have our own way of dealing with it. So this entire video actually started from a research paper that I read this morning. It was by Dr. Pierce Steele, and he focuses in procrastination. He's out of the University of Calgary, and what they found there was actually pretty interesting. They found that procrastination has nothing to do with time management, but rather emotional management. Now, I know that sounds kind of weird, tying procrastination with emotion, but it kind of makes sense. Think about a time that you had an issue starting a task. Was it because you didn't have the time, or because you were afraid of doing that task? What they found was when a task is associated with any negative mood, you're less likely to start it. And these are moods like frustration, feeling you have a lack of knowledge on the topic or the task at hand, feeling afraid that you're gonna fail. These are negative emotions that are keeping you away from even starting the task. It gives us this idea that if we don't try, we can't fail. And even though that's kind of true, it's actually not a healthy way of looking at it. Because if you don't try, sure, you can't fail, but you also can't succeed either. In fact, you aren't doing anything, which is even worse than failing. If you go about anything in life not doing anything, you never actually commit to anything. You never pursue anything. You kind of just float there. One really cool thing that this study found that I feel like we can all take away from is people who are in a better state of mind and are genuinely happy tend to take on more things and finish them. And people who procrastinate are actually a bit afraid, sometimes a bit frustrated with what's going on, which, if you think about it, it's actually pretty cool. Procrastinating comes out of worrying. So to piggyback off of one of the great philosophers in history, next time you feel like procrastinating, don't worry, be happy.
Again. Oh! There you go. That's a clip.